American way. Throwing bets like haymakers. UFC fight night, no faking these heartbreakers. Punch stats, bankrolls, the scorecards never fold. Etoft21sports talking bold like this catching gold. Mic check, Erik saying underdogs got swagger. Weight counter champs got a granite jaw, won't stagger. Money on the line, bets as sharp as a dagger. Hot cops, bling, flashing lights, heavyweight bagger. Etoft21 clashing lines, no surprise. Erik Wade in the ring, shouting hard, shooting high. Fight night dreams, cold cash gleam in their eyes. Betting broad, UFC calls on the podcast sky.
We have reached the part of the podcast going to be talking some UFC Fight Night 267. UFC Houston, and who better to come on than the man, the myth, the legend with the sharp ass looking hair, my boy Wade.
Hey,
Wade, how you doing today, my man?
doing pretty good. Glad to be back. Another big UFC card, man. I was going through some of the picks last night and this morning. I'm pretty excited about this card. Actually, a lot of good lines.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited, but I'm not gonna be able to watch it. I'm going to be visiting the nephews this weekend. Got a 10 and under basketball championship to attend. Got 2 birthdays this weekend, one on the 21st and one on the 24th. So I'm going to be chilling with the nephews. So yeah, I'm going to be getting updates via the lovely Score app. So yeah, hopefully these bets can get done for me and I won't be able to text you and bitch. So that's a plus for you.
We'll see. Well, I've got kids, so I know how that's all going to go. So.
Let's go ahead. Let's jump right into it. Those watching or listening for the first time, each have 3 bets, and we build you a DFS lineup. But before we get all that, we need to look at the train wreck of my life betting UFC to start. 2 weeks ago, Wade 1-2 hit Batista, lost his 2 parlays, minus 1.28 units. Me, I shit the bed. 0-3, minus 3 units, back-to-back 0-3 for me. We finished 1-5, negative 4.28 units. For the show, this is even more disgusting. Wade, 4-5, negative 0.73 U. Me, 1-7, minus 4.95 U. 5-12 overall, minus 5.68 U. For the 50-50s, 1-2, negative 33.3% ROI. I'm going to say this. 1 dog has fucking hit. I bet strictly dogs. 1 dog has fucking hit so far in these UFC cards. Chalk heaven for those in the UFC. So hopefully we can get head in the right direction. So let's jump right into it. Wade, a.k.a. Proven Winners on social media. Where are you going to with the first bet, my friend?
Hey, hold on.
Go. I'm in the middle of recording. Sorry, dude. My daughter just walked in the door.
You know what, dude? That's gonna be great, dude. All the you know what? I'm just gonna leave that in there because it's part of the game, dude.
Now she's out there crying because I shut the door on her. Well, I'd like to say this. Let's do a little bit better. She does miss Daddy. I've actually been gone all day, but let's do a little bit better than last week. It's too bad that last week I gave out 4 winning picks, 2 losers, and unfortunately I gave out 2 losers on this show. So it's my fault. We should have at least went 2-1, but I think we can improve on that. And then Erik's going to start cashing some more of his dogs. So we'll start cooking here pretty soon.
We will start getting it going in the right way. Let's go ahead. First bet, my friend. Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Yadier Del Val, and I'm going to go with to win by round 2 or 3. That's plus 190 over on, I believe, FanDuel right now. It's a UFC special and under their fight card there. Full disclosure, I did switch from winning round 1 and round 2 at minus 110. So I'm hoping this cashes for us. I'm hoping he doesn't find a way to win round 1 here. But let's talk about the fight. I like this quite a bit. Del Val is 10-0 undefeated. Jordan Levitt is 12-3. I like to look at the striking numbers in this match, which is probably the biggest gap here. Del Val lands 6.25 significant strikes per minute, while Levitt only lands 2.49. That's just a pretty massive volume gap. Del Val is also more accurate at 67%. He absorbs slightly more at 2.87 per minute, but that's just because he constantly pushes the pace. I think where round 2 and round 3 angle comes in here is Jordan Levitt averages 2.92 takedowns per 15 minutes, but only has about a 30% takedown accuracy, while his takedown defense is just 30%. Del Valle does have a 75% takedown defense and averages 3.5 submission attempts per 15 minutes. That kind of tells me that the fight's more likely going to end in some scrambles early. So if Levitt can just survive round one by grappling, trying to slow it down and not putting himself in a terrible position, I think he can extend this fight to over 1.5 rounds and possibly get us into that round 2, round 3 territory. Or possibly Del Valle can start putting on a little bit more pressure, forcing more exchanges. And I think his volume and just the sheer volume and tenacity that he's going to bring to this fight is going to wear down Levitt overall in the fight. We're looking at the average fight time right now. I think it supports this bet as well. Levitt's average fight time is 6 minutes and 17 seconds, and Del Valle's is 7 minutes and 12 seconds. Obviously, Levitt has more UFC experience, but I think that's going to actually win in our favor here. I don't think he'll win the fight, but I think he can survive enough. I don't think this is going to go to a decision. Del Valle is very dangerous. So I think he gets on top. He'll probably win by knockout, trying to submit him in round 2 or 3. So I think plus 190 is pretty strong value here for window 2 or 3.
I like it. I'm going to the main event to start. Give me Anthony Hernandez to win inside the distance, plus 175. When I look at the data, it's hard to ignore his finishing profile. Finished 8 of his 9 UFC victories, 89% finish rate in his wins, 6 submissions, 2 knockouts. When he wins, he doesn't leave it up to the judges. His grappling volume is elite in this division. He averages 6.46 takedowns, 1.8 submission attempts per 15 minutes. Constant pressure. Once he gets on top, he stays there. He ranks near the top of the middleweight division historically in control time percentage at around 57%. That top pressure leads to elbows, ground and pound, TKO opportunities, or submissions. In a 5-round fight, that matters even more. Hernandez proves he can finish late, round 4, round 5. So his cardio and pace translate into the championship rounds. Strickland absorbs 4.576 strikes per minute and has been stopped before. If he gives up prolonged bottom position against a chain wrestler like Hernandez, dangerous place to be in. Behind the numbers, there's real edge and motivation. There's a public back and forth between these two. Hernandez is coming in focused and emotional. Stylistically, I just see a clear path where he can control Strickland for the 25 minutes. Also, Strickland tweeted out that AI-generated photo of like him dressed up as an ICE agent, Hernandez in a sombrero and a poncho, and Hernandez was pissed off. He said he was going to fuck him up. So I really don't think Strickland doing that is going to help the situation. Strickland's this guy that just runs his mouth. I think Hernandez is going to shut the little prick up. Give me Hernandez inside the distance at plus 175.
This is a very interesting fight. You realize I don't know how many UFC fights Strickland's had. He's only been finished twice, and on the other end, Fluffy, his only losses have come by finish. So I don't see a world where Strickland wins by decision, because if you want to beat Fluffy, you got to kind of kill him. So I don't know if Strickland has it in him to kill him.
I think Hernandez is going to look to pound the fucking shit out of him. I think he's going to come out hot.
Strickland's got good. If Strickland can keep this fight standing, it's going to be interesting. But that's a big if.
That's a big if. Next one, my friend.
We are going to go to Ramiz Brahimaj. Minus 109 is the best odds you can find over on Novig right now. I think DraftKings is slightly starting to move, minus 115. It looks like maybe some sharp money starting to come in on the Brahimaj side a little bit early, but it's still pretty much a pick in most places. So statistically, Brahimaj is 13-5. Soriano's 12-4. The striking volume does favor Soriano here. He lands 4.66 significant strikes per minute compared to Brahimaj's 2.23. But I think here is the key. They both do absorb right around 3.42 per minute. So Soriano throws more, but he's really hittable. Grappling is kind of where this thing swings. Brahimaj averages 2 submission attempts per 15 minutes. Soriano basically averages 0. It's kind of a no submission threat here from Soriano. He's kind of a one-trick pony. Brahimaj also has a 48% takedown defense, which is slightly better than Soriano's 40% with similar takedown averages. So I think Brahimaj can kind of stand on his own, hold on his own on the feet. And if he can get this in his world on the mat, I think that's just where he has a massive advantage. His average fight time is shorter, 7 minutes and 32 seconds versus 9 minutes and 41 seconds. This fight has a very good opportunity to finish inside round 1 or 2 as well, as both fighters can find finishes. But I just think overall, Brahim Maj is the more dangerous fighter early. He's the more dangerous fighter on the ground. And I think getting a little bit better odds at minus 109, a little bit better than near pick'em, I think is just the better play to go. I think might as well take the more well-rounded grappler every time, as we've seen. If Soriano can't find that early knockout, he might gas out later in the fight, and I just don't see a world where Brahim Maj is gonna gas out like that. So I'll put my money behind him.
I like it. My next one, I am going to this is the best story on the card by far. I am going to Jose Harrell at plus 250. First off, one of the best comeback stories at MMA right now. He was scheduled for a massive opportunity at UFC 290 before a rare brain condition was discovered during a medical testing. Underwent surgery. Since that, he's gone 4-0 in the regional scene with 3 finishes. He's not just a feel-good story in my eyes. He's legitimately good. 11-0, 10 finishes, 91% finish rate, 6 knockouts, 4 submission. He's balanced, can wrestle, grapple, strike, strong wrestling base, multiple submission wins to go along with the heavy hands. When we look at Smith, he's talented, but there are defensive holes. His striking defense sits at just 47%, meaning opponents are landing over half of what they throw at him. Harrell has some real power. If he closes the distance, he can do damage. There's also cardio concerns with Smith. Every minute this fight extends favors Harrell, younger, relatively active, riding momentum. I didn't love every aspect of Smith's last fight. It really didn't. I know he won, but against Price, but it wasn't as impressive as it should have been in a fighter coming back from brain surgery, stepping into the UFC octagon, undefeated at 11-0 at 2+ 250. This is what sports is all about. You know, that guy that's an adversity. I'll play the narrative. I'll play the story, and I think he's a better fighter, as crazy as it sounds. I'll gladly take the plus 250, my friend.
Yeah, I also like the fact that he has more angles of victory here. He's won by knockout 6 times, won by submission 4 times. Jacoby Smith, he only won that last fight by submission, kind of by luck, I think. Most of his other wins were by knockout. He's really a knockout artist. So I think Harrell can stand with him on the feet, and he obviously has the advantage on the ground. So usually when you have an advantage in 2 or 3 of the areas, pretty good bet, especially at plus 250. That's a nice value bet right there for sure.
Next bet, my friend.
Our last one, we're going to go with Ante Delia, money line, minus 136. I think that's on Novig as well. Some of these other books are minus 142, minus 145. They're pushing towards minus 150 even, I've seen. So jump on this now if you like this side. I like to look at the heavyweights numbers here. Delia is 26-7. Sergey Spivak is 17-6. I think the biggest stat on the board here on this is that Delia's average fight time is 3 minutes and 1 second, while Spivak's is nearly 8 minutes. Kind of tells you everything about the style and the clash that we might see in this fight. Delia is explosive. He finishes early. Striking, he lands 4.81 significant strikes per minute compared to Spivak's 3.45. And more importantly, he only absorbs 2.65 per minute compared to Spivak's 4.25. So Spivak's almost absorbing 2 more significant strikes per minute. I think that's a huge defensive gap, especially in this matchup. Spivak's grappling is strong. I'll give him that. He does average 4.21 takedowns per 15 minutes at a 62% accuracy. So here's kind of the biggest question that I have really going into this one is, can he survive long enough to implement that? Delia is just not a volume striker. He's a power striker. And in heavyweight fights, obviously one exchange can end that. If Delia can keep this thing upright early, I think his damage differential is clearly better, and I think that's why I'm going to back him here. I just think he's the more dangerous man, even with the more experience. Maybe he's got a little bit more fight experience on him, which at their age, he may be starting to wear down a little bit more, but I think he's still got enough power to make this minus 136 line worth it.
I like it. I like that kid a lot. Next one, my friend, I am going to Mr. Zachary Reese at plus 140. To me, this is just largely a fade of Pereira at this stage of his career. 0-3 in his last 3 fights. Durable, looks diminished. The decision making has been questionable. The explosiveness that defined him early doesn't look the same. Reese, real physical advantages, 6'4", has significant longer frame. Pereira needs to is used to being bigger, stronger athlete. That won't be the case here. Reese is a strong finishing profile. Over 90% of professional wins have come inside the distance, many in the first round. His average freight time is short because when he wins with a statement. Perea, dangerous early. That's a clear path. He explodes out of the gate, relies on athleticism and power. But if that doesn't materialize, the gas tank and durability become concerns. Reese fighting in Texas, home crowd, big, hits hard. If this goes to the cards with how the fans will be reacting to everything that Reese, that could sway the cards, especially. It's going to be in Houston. This isn't Las Vegas. There are two ways the fight goes. Perea blitzes early, or Reese takes over with his size, range, and durability. Given Perea's recent trend, he just hasn't been the same since he got knocked out by Hernandez. I'm siding with the younger fighter with momentum at plus money. Plus, I always kind of like Twitter search these guys on the old Elon Musk machine known as Twitter or X, whatever the fuck it's called. And someone posted he was live streaming Instagram playing Grand Theft Auto. You were like 5 days ago. Like maybe this is just me. Maybe it's not a big deal.
That's good for your mental and your eyes. So that
no, but I'm serious. Like, shouldn't you be fucking locked in on this fucking fight, dude? Especially when if you lose, you're probably out of the promotion.
That could be a way to calm him down and get him locked in.
I don't know, man.
I think
don't
everybody
know.
looks at that differently. I don't know.
Some other time, man.
Zachary Reese was a fighter that I thought about giving out on this show. Still debating that fight. I hate, one thing is I hate going against guys that have lost 3 straight. Something in my mental immediately like, are you really going to bet against a guy who's going to lose 4 fights straight? It's almost like one of those.
I think he has a foot out the door, man. That's my thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's if you find those guys that do have their foot on their door, they do just keep losing. So it's just, who are those guys?
Let's go ahead. Let's bring up the old DK lineup here.
Yeah, Zachary Reese is just a height advantage, and reach isn't that much advantage, but it's just if he's not an idiot in there, he should be able to win that fight.
He's not a dumb fuck.
On DFS. He's a very low IQ fighter. That's the problem with him. What's his price? He's got to be in the 7s or 6.
Reese 7s. You want to start with Reese?
Throw him in there. He's cheap. I like starting with the cheap guys.
All right. Looking on, is there anyone you're adamant about?
I don't see a world where Del Valle loses, but I really have a hard time playing these 9,000 guys. And he's not even. You're betting 9,400 on a guy who's really not that experienced in the UFC. Yeah. That's just not.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Judice is 97. There's no way I want to put.
I think Jocelyn Edwards is going to win by finish, so that could be a good upside play. But that's just like, are we really going to ask a girl to win by a finish? I don't know about that.
All right, so we just go a little. I mean,
it's the DFS is a little tricky for this card. I'll agree with it. We're gonna have to play a lot of middle of the road guys, and hopefully they can win. I'm surprised. I thought you'd be bringing out some Phil Rowe and some Dan Ige this week, but you didn't.
Nah, dude, I
did. I know you looked into those guys. I know you did. You had to have.
How do you feel about you? I really like Hernandez. Come on, man.
I love Hernandez. This is a spot where I think the value could be on Strickland. It's just he should not be a +2 something.
Fuck yes. I'm putting Hernandez in, dude.
That's fine.
I think Hernandez wins.
Yeah, I'm still debating a bet on him. I
think he knocks him out, man. I think he knocks him the fuck out, dude.
Strickland is just God. He's just one of those fucking guys. That's just tough. I keep leaning Neal. I think Neal's gonna win. I think he's probably gonna win by finish. Whoever's in the Neal and Urish Medic fight, that's gonna end by finish.
So you want to go Neal? You like Neal more?
He could also be kind of washed. This card, like I said at the beginning of the show, I like this card, but the card's like tricky. So I like it in a sense. It's making.
Do you want to go with your boy, the Raha? You want to go with
What's
your
his
boy?
price?
86.
Oh, 83. He's 83. Oh, him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
God. Yeah. He's coming off a knockout loss, which I like. He's not lost 2 fights in his career yet, so it's. I feel like I
and
just.
then you like Brahamash. He's only 80.
Yeah, but it really is that fight really is a toss up. I like Soriano too as a fighter in general, so it's.
I mean, lower price.
If Dan Ige doesn't get eaten up by kicks, he could survive that fight and win that. That 7,300 is a good price for him.
I love Danny Ige, but I think
Are you out on him?
Yeah, I'm out. What about my boy? Debut. 69.
Yeah, do him.
Boom.
That might leave us some room for Edwards. Edwards might be my number 1 lock on this
So
card.
if we go Edwards right here,
She's a for sure lock.
That leaves us 85. So we have some wiggle room now.
Did you look into the Carlos Leo fight at all?
What fight? I'm sorry.
Number 7's right there next to each other.
This one. This is a toss.
Did you look?
Yeah,
I think it is too.
This one right.
I think Osborne is actually some value at 7,800, but I just can't. I don't know. That's tough.
Let's go with your boy.
Yeah, we can't. Where's Reese at? Oh, we already put Reese in.
Yeah, let's go with your boy. Boom.
All right.
Got 200. We got Reese, Hernandez, Dahara, Harrell, Edwards, and Brahamash. Boom.
Yeah, nice.
Entered. We're in a 50-50 lineup for the good old UFC 267. Wade, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, coming on, talking a little UFC Houston. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media, my friend?
Yep, just come over and check me out at Proven Wagers over on X. Usually drop a free article over there. Usually maybe a free play every day. I'm offering 35% off my VIP services right now, so come check that out. Any of the postings that I put on X right now, you can see that. So come check that out over on YouTube. I'm periodically dropping some college basketball videos. MLB starting to come, as you've probably seen Erik putting out some MLB content. So MLB content starting to roll out there as well.
I have done nothing at MLB content.
What? You have no futures? Have you placed any futures yet?
I have not. I know what futures.
Oh my god!
Place,
you gotta get on that, boy.
I don't know.
Yep.
I haven't placed any. So make sure to give that man. Make sure to give that man a follow. Also, he is a betting savant in college baseball, so make sure you follow him for that.
Yeah, baby. Let's stay hot.
Appreciate you, and we'll talk soon, my friend.
Appreciate you.